You were pointing at somebody in the crowd. So who did pay you? Was it Sherla or?
Sorry, what?
Who paid you to drive the truck and the sign? Was it Sherla? Was it the ACLU?
I don't know specifically. That's not my pay rate, I guess. I don't know who pays the bill.
Well, I mean, you talked to that Luis Nolasco guy who is he's an ACLU. That's the guy you were just talking to right now. You mean you're just driving it as a volunteer then? You're not getting paid?
Oh, no, I'm getting paid.
Okay, so you're just a driver or what?
I get a lot of response.
Okay, you're just a hired driver.
Yeah, I'm just messed over.
Okay, got it. All right. Do you support like this Clean Dream Act talk or what?
I think that the sins of the parents.
Okay.
You know, you don't bring the sins of the parents on
okay.
the kids.
You know, I understand that argument.
You have someone
okay.
that's 6 months old, 8 months old.
Okay.
Drag them over the border.
Okay. Now, do you know that on our books right now there are already legal provisions for people to get citizenship?
Yeah.
So we have most of these DACA recipients. They're not children; they are adults.
Yeah, and I think
they didn't take advantage of it.
Adult now is 26, isn't it?
So no, it's 18. That's legal majority.
I thought because now if you have kids, you can keep them on your medical until they're 26 years old. Right?
Well, that's Obamacare. We're talking about immigration.
Oh, I thought that applied.
So,
I thought that it was a general law.
So this is my response. You know, we're not responsible for the crimes of the parents either. And for that reason, it's time that we reassert our sovereignty. And it's not going to be an easy, but it has to be done. In Mexico, they're even more harsh. People who try to cross the border illegally, they get shot at. This country has been very generous, and these illegals, they have been blessed enough. They need to return to their home countries and come legally. We must reassert the rule of law. We're not responsible for the crimes of the parents either. There's going to be collateral damage, and that's the fault of the parents. So that's my take on it, but thanks.
Well, that's why
go ahead. Go ahead.
That's why I meant that you have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds get dragged over here. They're basically, they grew up in American culture, they're Americans.
But that's not my fault, they're here illegally.
What's what I mean? I think there's a gray area. I thought it was an illegal act to get them over here.
Yes.
So, I think you have to have that gray area. You can't have the absolute in this.
We've tried to do that, but we've seen nothing but amnesties.
You're not going to get it.
We're getting piecemeals. That's my point. But we do have a right. The rule of law is an absolute. Either we have it or we don't.
It's an absolute. Certain laws are absolute.
But we can't do that either. That's why our country is foundering on many issues. You talked about what Obama had did. The DACA thing should have never been done.
Don't get me started on that.
And DAPA should have never happened. It was struck down. So this is a mess we didn't create. And as a result, we have a right to... What is it?
I'm sorry.
DAPA was struck down in 2015. I think it was 2016. DAPA was for the parents. The Deferred Action for Parents of Arrivals. That was struck down, thank God.
Oh, yes.
DACA was finally rescinded. It should have never been enacted. And we're not going to make it better if we just grant amnesty.
No. I'm not saying... What I'm saying is the gray area, but okay, you grant them amnesty, just the children, whatever the age group you want to throw in there.
Okay.
But they cannot bring their aunts and uncles and cousins, third cousins.
No chain migration, right?
Oh, yes. No anchor babies,
You'd want to do something about the 14th Amendment, too?
You can't, I can't atone for my father's sins. Hey, I don't speak Spanish, I don't speak Chinese, but you're going to... I can't survive in a foreign country.
I will respond and say many of them actually have. They have parents, family, and siblings. They do. It's already happening. The LA Times did a front page article on it. Well, I really appreciate your sharing your views. I do care. Thank you so much.
Yeah.